What's happening, fight fans around the world? I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open. Ready to go. It's called.
Man, what's going on with Roy? I mean, it's just one of those things where, you know, I mean, you have fighters when you have great fighters and great fighters start talking about one another. I mean, then egos become a big part of the issue. And the reality is this, that Roy struck first and Floyd struck second, but what Floyd did is...
And it's time.
Could it be this? Could it be that Floyd didn't have an equal?
He did. He did.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, stop. What's the guy named in the wheelchair right now?
Paul Williams.
He could have fought him.
I don't think he would have beat him.
I ain't say that. I say he could have fought him though. And you don't think? Hey, in my opinion, the only person that really had a chance in his weight class back then was Amir Khan. He wasn't touching Amir Khan. That time Amir had too good a feet. He wasn't fighting Amir Khan.
Amir was calling him out for years.
He wasn't fighting Amir Khan. Amir Khan had too good a feet.
Roy got mad.
But he wasn't just watching the fights, he was poking the bear, right?
I mean, of course. I mean, I'm not saying he's watching the fights. He's watching the fight because he felt that, you know, don't get me wrong, boxers sometimes get sensitive about, you know, you're a great fighter and you don't want nobody to say anything about you because...
Welcome back to the channel where legends are never forgotten, but sometimes they go at each other. This time, it's Roy Jones Jr. and Floyd Money Mayweather, two of boxing's biggest names, and now they're locked in one of the most unexpected beefs in the sport.
In Roy's face, because he just, I mean, but like I said, I mean, fighters great fighters, they have egos. And so that kind of hurt his pride when he seen that, you know, he was getting knocked out and this and that. But it is what it is. I mean, you struck first, he struck second, and now it's stupid. Now it's becoming, to me, stupidity.
Jeff, really appreciate the insight.
Only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because now everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get hit, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it. You understand me? But because we waited too long.
It all started with Roy speaking his truth. On a podcast, he claimed that Floyd isn't in his top 5 fighters of all time. According to Roy, Floyd never fought an equal in their prime. And that stings for a man who retired undefeated.
Let him move around and do what he want to do, he gonna beat you. Because he's very explosive and he's very mean.
I was gonna say mean.
To me, people don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as near as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him? Sugar is a dog. Just because his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Sugar is a dog. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, this in around, between around 13 and 14, I think. Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Leonard got... I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world...
Floyd didn't let it slide. Instead, he took it personal, posting knockout clips of Roy getting dropped by Antonio Tarver and Glenn Johnson. It wasn't subtle, and it definitely wasn't friendly.
It was more of a show of a man vulnerability at that moment when Roy was fighting Tarver, I believe, or Glenn Johnson. One thing that I've learned over the years, and I was a villain of it, to put a man down.
About Roy and Floyd going back and forth. I just talked to him. Floyd was really worked up. Roy was really worked up about it. What do you think, Andre?
They fighters, man.
Andre, we're going this way.
They fighters.
Isn't that the biggest fight in boxing today? Like, if that would have really happened, you think it could happen?
Watch out, Andre can still throw hands now.
Don't mess with him like that.
They fighters, bro.
Roy said he go down to one fighting him is never.
Roy's response, not a retreat, but a challenge. You want to prove you're better than me? Let's do it. No exhibition, no play fighting, real old gloves, real fight. Let that sink in as 56-year-old Roy Jones Jr. is calling out Floyd Mayweather for a real fight.
Is there something that you want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. The 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him,
he's a nice guy.
Floyd Mayweather added in Roy Jones Jr.
I mean, look, once a fighter, always a fighter. Look, if you're going to attack Floyd's character, he's going to attack you back. That's just the bottom line. It's like with me and Berlanga. If you're going to try to attack, like with me, I'm just having fun. Because I can.
What is the beef with you guys? It's Edgar, it's...
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, called Roy's comments stupid. Oscar De La Hoya said it's just retired fighters feeling forgotten. And Bernard Hopkins, he gave Roy his flowers, saying his victories still shine brighter than his defeat.
Who was a better fighter in their prime, Floyd Mayweather or Roy Jones? Now, Floyd Mayweather's prime lasted his whole career, where he had two different segments. He had Pretty Boy Floyd, then he transitioned in...
Respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like...
You got to respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could have retired at 80-0.
Fights getting knocked out. What do you think about that?
Nah, Roy's the legend, bro. you can't come for Roy like that.
Now, who do you think was better in their prime? Roy or Floyd?
I would say Roy was better during the prime, but Floyd just stayed consistent.
And then Jake Paul added fuel to the fire, saying, oh, Roy's a legend. You can't come at him like that. So now we ask, is this just old school pride talking, or could this turn into something real?
Roy Jones explains why Floyd and he were so different.
We stood for two different things. He was a social media blowout. He blew it away. And that fit his character, because he could hit it, and do things the way he did. He was smarter. I want to play King of the Hill.
Favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times...
You don't know.
He was young, he was fast, he was knocking people out.
You don't understand boxing like I do. Floyd was knocking out? Besides
that time, nobody.
That's it.
Yeah,
so if you ain't knocking people out, you got to catch Khan and knock him out. And you got to get out that shoulder, you got to chase Khan.
Would a fight even make sense with the age and weight gap? Maybe not. But in boxing, anything is possible, especially when egos and legacies are on the line. Who do you think was better in their prime?
In their prime, I mean, I got to give it up to both guys, but, I mean, look, we're retired, man. Let's keep this fighting thing for the young bucks, you know?
But you fought Floyd, you fought him, so you know firsthand, you know his talent. Sure. But Roy in his prime, when he was like Superman before the...
Calls out Floyd Mayweather, and this ain't a good look. I mean, come on, man, Roy addicted to the game like Jordan Payton. Roy need to go sit down, man. And Floyd Mayweather don't fight black fighters, even in exhibitions, dude. He ain't trying to fight nobody melanated. Go on, sit down, Roy.
People talking about who Floyd fought. Floyd fought every champion that Floyd fought is a fucking Hall of Famer. So, yeah, Floyd is one of the greatest fighters in the world also. And basically, the difference is that he never got knocked out. He never got a loss at all. And so those things that he can...
Roy Jones Jr. or Floyd Mayweather. And if they ever fought now, who takes it? Sound off in the comments, hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a second of the drama. Until next time, stay ready, Fight Fam.